Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the American Civil War mod. Last time around, I believe, what did we do then? Yes, we defeated the enemy on the way to Yankton, and Hood is going full speed to capture that. Oh, I didn't actually notice they've got a sneaky little British force with Hessian troops and some colonial line infantry sneaking around here. However, they're going to run into this garrison, so that's not going to work for them. This episode, however, we're going to go ahead. Can I move these? No, I can't move these. This episode, however, we're going to take Lee, and we're going to go ahead and attack Albany, East New York. And he is just outside. He's not able to reach, so I guess I'll die. No, I guess we'll end the turn and see what the enemy is up to. They probably will attack Lee, or something else might happen. So let's see as we end turn. Right, so the enemy raids some farmlands. That's actually the rebels in Pennsylvania. The Great Hanging. Most of the counties north of Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, have voted against Texas joining the Confederacy. By 1862, Confederate leaders are criticized because wealthy landowners aren't getting drafted, and dissenters are consequently organized a peace party and political rally at the town of Gainesville. The rally soon degenerates into a riot, and 14 local men are arrested by Confederate authorities as Union spies, given a quick unofficial trial, and lynched by the pro-Confederate mob, leaving a number of widows and 120 fatherless children. Wait, 14 men had fathered 120 children. That's almost, what, 10 children per man? Jesus Christ. These spies get around. Amidst this scattering criticism, the Confederate denies the event and attempts to hush it up, along with the residents of Gainesville itself. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of children. Cedar Rapids gets burned, so the Union burns a church. Probably works out in their favor. I build some more churches. A new town emerge, which needs to be a church, because we need to turn all these heathenists that we have all over the place. And yeah, the Union does not attack any of our position. However, they advance this army right here. Willard Peel moves to attack and retake Pennsylvania, which is constantly revolting against me. So no surprise that they're trying to aid there. We've got this Union army under command of John Buford, that actually cuts the supply of Pickett, and very quickly they've actually organized an army that they've put up in Boston. We're going to go ahead and lay siege to Boston though. Gonna see, offer him demand surrender. He refuses, so we continue the fight. And looks like this army should be uncontested to take Maine, which is good. And as we can see, the French rebels have taken New France, Quebec. And the Union is actually drawing troops away from New York, or it seems that they are going in a sneaky roundabout way, going through British territory, and intends to attack us in the back. Jackson advanced, so now he's within striking range of the enemy. And hot on his trail is Longstreet and Beauregard. Beauregard actually needs to resupply his army a bit, so they're gonna come in rather close there. And we've got Lee, which is laying siege to East Albany, East New York. And this is a major battle, because we got 4,000 men in the town And then there's 4,000 men reinforcing. So the troops that are reinforcing, I imagine it's some of these guys. Not this big one, but this one, it seems. These guys down here. Well, possibly this one, actually. No, let's see. Who are reinforcing? So this force down here is reinforcing. And then one New York unit somewhere. I guess this is that one. And then this force, which is actually this force. So these two units over here, and this one is gonna go attack Lee. Jeez, this is gonna be a big battle. And I can't reinforce Lee. Alternatively, then it's to attack here, which is not as a big battle, but I guess winning this battle and utterly destroying these guys will kind of, I mean, that will sort of cripple their war effort. They will not be able to support this siege, which I will... I can just hold out the siege, actually, as these guys take this place and then jump over and destroy the enemy. And then we will just take over all of this, leaving them with only Rochester, central New York. And at the same time, I'm gunning at full speed to get to Yankton, to the point where I can send out the cavalry ahead of me to lay the siege before me. So that will not be a problem. So we're clearly looking at the end of the campaign here with only with the Union only having 1, 2, 3, 4 regions left, which hopefully one of them will fall today with a huge battle. Right, let's buckle up, because this is probably going to crash quite a few times. It's almost 9,000 Union troops against 5,000 under the command of Lee. And without further ado, let's go ahead and fight this battle for Albany, East New York. As we can see, the battle is going to take place on a hill with a town in the middle of it. It's going to be difficult to advance through, but I'm pretty confident of victory, even though the enemy is outnumbering me 2-1. I'm saying this because I've already won the battle, and this will be the, I think, 5th time I've played this battle, because it keeps crashing. And so for the just to get it done with, I played it without recording it, and obviously that's the time when I managed to get through with it. So the battle is done. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna play them. First, I actually thought, you know what, I'll save the replay of the one that I won, and then I'll go through that. But obviously that one got messed up, and nothing really happened that was actually happening in the actual battle. So that didn't work. So now my plan is we're gonna go ahead and play this until it crashes, and then that's it, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to possibly complete this, so we'll play it as best as we can. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So I have already played this, as I said, for like 5 times. So I know kind of what I need to do. Or maybe what I don't need to do is probably a better statement, as I've learned some of the mistakes that you can make playing this battle. And I mean, if I play it quick enough, maybe I will be able to win it. There's a small reinforcement that comes in here, and I want to kind of kill them as soon as they arrive. It's gonna take quite a while, but I don't really need the volunteers to deal that much of damage to the guys over here. So it's gonna be quite difficult to actually kill off all of these enemy troops. Can you go ahead and actually target this one? There we go. This one looks like in a good position, however these two not. So they'll sweep up. Since it is state militia, I can just sweep through with the cavalry. Got a nice volley off there that didn't actually kill anyone. What the hell? 2 units! And you didn't manage to shoot a single enemy soldier. How is that even possible? To soften this area up. Jesus Christ, where are you going? Right, get in position really quickly. Okay, we're gonna have to send in the cavalry over here. Deal with them. One thing over here, you need to go up to this point. And then you two kind of need to get into the forest. You know what? You'll have to go into this. Because that impassable ridge there. The enemy bloody general will get shot down, so it doesn't matter that much. You will come up, shoot these guys in the back. Cavalry will sweep down upon them, and that will be that. I've sent up the parts on rangers, so they can help out, so I can waste them here in the beginning of the battle. Cavalry, forgot to actually tell them to get in for the charge. Get the infantry to advance. Gain some ground here, get the cavalry to go through. Let's see where I'm ordering the artillery strikes. You know what? 32 pounder will go for the Pennsylvania backtails. And the 24 will go for a unit here in the center. Try and just unsettle as much of this as possible, which will give time for my infantry to get in position. And then absolutely murder those guys. Maybe I can get the partisans to just go straight through and get some, just mess up everything for the enemy. And Pennsylvania bucktails definitely gonna be a hard nut to crack. Same time these guys are, obviously they start to shoot at my cavalry first. But they have lost a lot, 60 men already, due to the fire from the 8th Regiment, the sharpshooters, killing off these guys. Blasting these guys with artillery should be fine. Let's switch 32 pounder to fire over there. Cavalry did their part, and Jesus Christ, how we're murdering them. So each time, of course, I do this battle, I do it a little bit better. Partisans managed to get through, and they're just messing everything up. And hopefully, this is a nice clump of enemy regiments. If I can get shots going in now, that is really nice. Are you firing? I'm wondering if you are properly firing at the enemy. It's a good area to fire at. See if we can get cavalry to sweep down on these idiots. Probably might even need to, because the sharpshooters are shooting them in the flank, just cutting this line completely to shreds. But they are inflicting a bit of damage on my Zouaves, which I don't like. You know what? Sharpshooters can turn just to get rid of these guys. And now we'll turn these two lines up, and we'll make sure that we can surround the enemy force. The partisans got killed off. Let's just target the mess here. Artillery blasting the enemy to shit. Gain a cavalry charge. And then I want the infantry getting up, getting to the next wall here. And you can see how I'm doing this half circle, encircling the enemy. And they're just in a mess here in the center, which taking massive amounts of casualties due to the artillery fire. I'm surprised. I mean, most of these are state militia, so I'm kind of surprised they haven't just gone ahead and retreated already. I'm doing that. It's going really well this time around. There is going to come reinforcements, enemy reinforcements, so we'll have the sharpshooters face that, deal with these guys. These guys coming in the flank. Probably should get these guys on the other side of the house. The enemy is not really able to return fire in a proper way. Let's get the cavalry out of there so the infantry can open up. You know what? Not the best position now when I look at it. These guys are in an okay position. These two are not. These three actually are not. So we'll turn these guys up to get in a better position to shoot at the enemy. Get rid of those sharpshooters. And very quickly this is turning to an absolute rout for the Union. Come on guys, get your shit together.
Forward! Smart!
Shoot them! They're gone. I was thinking maybe I should turn the line to shoot at them as they retreat, but I'm pretty sure these guys are not coming back. What's that? The bucktails. Why aren't you shooting at anyone? If the bucktails continue this way. We don't want to have all the artillery focused in here because that's going to be nasty. Come on, return fire already. Shaken, very tired. They're in a pretty good position though. Well, not really. Since they're being flank fired, but if it was just us versus them there, then it would have been kind of an okay position. These three will now... Oh, there we go, look at that. Everyone's retreating. Let's get these volunteers. Order the cavalry to charge. What's going on over here? My other cavalry unit's kind of stuck, dealing with a lot of enemies. Kind of want to get those guys away from there. This is going superb at this point. Don't want to jinx it because it's probably going to crash then. But Jesus Christ, am I on fire for this battle? It took me a lot longer in previous runs to actually get to this point. And everything's just being... Everything's being turned to shit. For the enemy, that is. Get out of there! It's a sharpshooter unit. Load of cavalry. Let the enemy cavalry run in front of our fire. Ooh. Cannon shots coming way too close to our own men. Wavering, very tired. But I think Even if these guys manage to get through here, they'll have to deal with the sharpshooters, and that will not work too great for them. This is working out so well. Let's see. I need 2 units along this wall, just like I did last time. Shoot across at the German Rangers. Then we've got these 3 lining up like these, and then these 3. Got a unit over there. 2 lines like that will be nice. Who's this? Where do you come from? You will go along there. Oh, the enemy reinforcements has turned up here. Custer's cavalry got through. Not going too well for them though. It's kind of a small reinforcement unit, so not expecting too much. And this time around I moved my units closer to where the enemy actually gets in, where they spawn in. So I should have an easier time to defeat these guys. And because I've been so quick at defeating the enemy, a lot quicker than I usually was, or than I was in previous battles, means that I haven't actually lost as many bullets, which is probably going to work wonders here in the end of the battle. Can I get the 32 pounder does not reach. Have they situated? Yeah, they have situated behind the wall. Who's getting hit over here? Have they deployed an artillery piece? Yes, they have. Do my 32... No, we don't reach them. So it's up to the cavalry then, which seemingly is already on its way. Well, there's no point in holding this position. Let's march to meet the enemy and defeat them. I'm gonna tell the artillery. Pick target at will. All I need to do is scare these guys away. So if my cavalry is successful here, we should be able to get rid of these guys pretty easy. I'm pretty sure we're winning this fight, because we're able to put down a lot more fire. Now they do have a really great position behind the wall. I wish I could put some artillery or something over here against those guys. Let's see. Are these guys done for yet? Can send in the Irish just in case. Oh, the artillery is turning around. Haven't we gotten that one unit left? God damn it. Right, get into the open and try to get these guys. You turn slightly on an angle so you can actually fire in to aid these guys, which are not doing that great. I could get Lee to just charge these guys down. The general unit is pretty strong. Did I get the cannons? My cavalry unit's gone, but it seems that I did not get the cannon unit complete. Ah, they have abandoned it and decides to charge with just their swords. And the enemy is pushing forward. Ooh, cavalry. Get rid of these idiots. And then I want these two to kind of get up on this ground here. And then we're preparing to face the enemy, as they're gonna try to come in between this area and the logs here. And then I want these guys push forward all the way to the logs, and I want the sharpshooters to move in. We've got the artillery blasting. gonna be nice. This unit's not gone yet, but it soon will be. As I'll send in the cavalry and attack them from the back. Sharpshooters are soon within range. Hold and fire. The guys behind the logs. Losing a lot of men. But it's a pretty good defensive position. Plus the enemy out there in the open is not having a good day. You'll have to change your position slightly there. And then this unit will come across here. Not entirely sure what they had in this pen. And then you will advance up here. So we got impassable ground, which I could swing around, get on this side of the fence. And once again we have sort of encircled the enemy. See the cavalry. Pretty sure they'll be able to get these guys. And if we go back over here, they still haven't got rid of these guys. There's only 45 of them left. And they're even they're coming under artillery fire. Oh, there they go. Right, volunteers plus Irish. Want you to go there and then that way. God damn it, Lee. We're just 5th time is the charm. Clearly. Right. We don't need you guys over there anymore. I think the cavalry can handle this on its own. We've got the enemy coming in here, and now we're being able to focus all the artillery fire in this region. Oh, you don't actually reach anything here. You just reach kind of in this region. They're just out of reach for the 24-pounder. Damn, that's a long fire. Sharpshooters. Advance, you're in range. Okay, the cavalry was sent off by the enemy, but they also left their defensive position. Which means I can get this unit in on that side and shoot them. Hopefully, before they shoot my men in the back. Oh, we got some problem over here. That fight we're not gonna win. Pull back towards the house. Situate yourself behind that fence. Let's see. Oh, the enemy has already passed this unit. God damn it. Form over there then. They're gonna snag onto these guys in the back, and it's gonna be a melee fight. Oh, they just avoided it. Oh, they're forming up now. I don't think it's gonna go so well, because my guys are gonna form up first. It's a risk of us shooting our friendlies in the back, though. But I don't think these guys are gonna stand for too long. Oh, we don't have time for this. Turn around and charge them. Oh, I like how you're running in the right direction. Yes! Straight forwards. And then to the side. Wonderful. Oh, shit. There goes the neighborhood. Or at least the neighborhood for the sharpshooters. Sharpshooters! Get out of there! Oh, you're out of... Oh, these guys are out of bullets. Retreat to the forest, and then you will take their positions. At least you guys have bullets left, right? Focus in artillery fire to blast the cavalry. We do have this brigade, the reserve brigade, coming in. That's going to be able to deal with them, hopefully. Ooh, are they able to get through here? These guys are out of bullets as well. Oh no, everyone's out of bullets. There's a few units that still have bullets. Fix bayonets. Fix bayonets. Woohoo! Fix bayonets. And oh shit, it's gonna be down to melee over in this area.
Sound the charge!
Hold your fire. Take position behind these guys. And then open fire. His unit's pulling back. This one's probably not gonna hold too well. Gonna move back. It's deteriorating into just an all-out brawl on the front line. We do have Union troops retreating. Problem is that the enemy has still got bullets in their guns. We don't. That reinforcement coming in from the flank kind of needs to get here yesterday. I guess you'll have to stay on this side though. We got quite a Confederate units retreating. Oh, you're out of shot as well. Fix bayonets. Sweep in on this one. You guys, fix bayonets. Ah, crap. Most of my units are being forced away at this point. We do have a melee fight going on, but it's not going that well. Shit. Right. You'll have to set up here behind the wall. And you with melee just behind, or actually behind here to cover. And then that's it for this defense. Let's move up Lee. The melee fight is deteriorating and we're kind of losing it, I think. Yes, because they're shooting into it, but so am I, but not as effective. My troops are retreating en masse, all over the place. We've got one unit holding the line over here. However, I am going to be able to bring in some fresh volunteers troops, and we do still have the artillery blasting these guys to hell. And back. Union cavalry is not getting anywhere. They're shot down, so now the Irish and the volunteers is going to come down from the hills and attack. Right, I don't have that many men left. Let's see, we've got a cavalry unit that is back. We have some regular units coming back. Let's see. You'll have to march like that and then back into cover. Got quite a few Union troops left, so it went well in the beginning. But then dealing with the enemy reinforcements, I think I took on too much. moved too far forward. These are only volunteer troops. You know what? Let's pull back a bit. Let's soften up the enemy with artillery. 32 pounder needs to go for the German unit. 24 go for the regular unit over there. Once I have cavalry, we do have a cavalry unit, and we do have another. Okay, the regular unit went away, but the cavalry, together with this regular and this unit, can still have some bullets. It's a volunteer unit though. See if we can be able to break through here. And I think we could do some good work here. We'll have the Irish go high. Then as the enemy starts to fight these two, then the Irish sweeping and moving close. The enemy might have to sort of reform to actually be able to fire on them. We've got these guys for a charge when these guys get out of bullets to just go through. Ooh. Focus in on this idiots as they try to pass in between here. Could lead to a lot of dead men. Okay, they actually went for the Irish. 2 units towards the volunteers. Oh, they're broken. Then the Irish will hold. Or no, they at this point, now is when they need to push over the open ground. Oh, the enemy's closing in. Prepare for the counter charge. Fix bayonets. There's a unit coming into aid. So you got a regular unit coming in to aid these guys. So you should be able to break the enemy over there. Cavalry coming in. 32 pounder, go for this one. 24, go for this one. The Irish just open fire. As the Irish are opening fire, these 2 volunteer will gain ground. And will continuously do this as the to the point where the enemy is defeated. The Union charge failed. And the 2 Confederate units were successful. However, we still got one enemy unit over there. Move in to smaller groups, trying to hide around the cover there. Get the cavalry to go in first. Oh, you know what? They broke before they got that far. We need to get for this one though. Because this wasn't actually that much different from the battle I fought, which is good. It just, I mean, that's, if anyone has any problems with like crashes and stuff, this is what you need to do. You just need to play the battle 5 times. And then Bob's your uncle. We have a unit, oh, that's a retreating one. Cavalry was successful over here. We do have a unit, Suave unit is moving in. These guys don't have any bullets, they might want to stay back. Artillery will hold fire except for the 32, which fire on this one. Let's see if we can move up to 24 to get at that one. And then these units move in to deal with the Suave, and then we've got one on the hill, and we got artillery over here. I think these guys will just retreat once they see that there's no one else standing on their side. I think the Suaves probably going to be a pretty easy target for our men. We got 3 units after all, 1 Irish, 2 volunteers. Plus these guys are being bombarded as well. And they're broken even before we start fire almost. Now it comes to how we're gonna attack this one, because they're entrenched. And we have to get up to that fence before we can fire on them. Okay, so the 2 bigger units, the Irish and the volunteer, are the ones that are going to go from the front. Smaller units going to come from the side with the cavalry. 32 pounder can go after the cavalry or the artillery, and 24 pounder needs to be brought forward to a point where it can fire on these guys. And yeah, you know what, the Irish can come from a kind of a flanking position somewhere up here. Let's speed this up so we get this done with. It's a single unit, but the thing is I don't have that many men left either if you look at, and like no bullets for a lot of them. Want to attack from the flank first, so I think the Irish might want to lead it. And these guys obviously going to do a melee charge. And the cavalry is going to come in, so we're all sweeping around at this point. Can't see the 32 pounder firing as of yet. 24 is not within range. It's going to take a while before he gets in within range. Hopefully, I mean, I haven't been worried about chasing down enemy units that much, but hopefully they won't be a lot left, because I mean, looking at what Lee has left, it's going to be difficult for him to fight another one of these battles or win another one of these battles. Can't afford to win any more battles against the Union. Are they coming out of their position as the cavalry attacks? And I mean, the cavalry managed to get quite a lot of them, but they need to get the hell out of there. I need to order you to hold there, and then you will come like that and charge. Okay, you guys can actually leave. We got pretty good fire going in on this. 32 pounder, why aren't you firing? If then, I will just order you to attack the ground here. You'll probably hit some and kill them. Pretty good. Irish need to come closer. And we'll be able to hit them from 3 sides, and then 4th, once these guys are in position to sweep down. They're a bit indecisive, they don't know what to shoot at. And I don't think these guys are without ammunition. Ah, crap. Fix! Bayonets! Pickets charge! Forward!
Sound the charge!
We get him now! And if the bastards hold, We've got these two units really close, ready to open up fire upon them if necessary. Seemingly it's not going that well. We've got this volunteer not too happy with their situation, to the point where they rout. And now this one's about to follow. Okay, this is not gonna work. Get out of there. Oh, now this one's routing as well. Come on. Ooh, they're counter-charging. We're hoping the Irish is strong enough to deal with them. Jeez. I could lose this now. Oh, 24 pounder. Oh, crap. Set up there. Howitzer tried it best. Ah, thank God. Was a bit worried there. Right. The only thing I've got left is the general, the Irish, and my cannons. And victory. Holy shit. This was a tough battle. Which probably cost a lot more men. It actually probably cost a lot more than the one I did earlier, because, well, I have no men left at this point, more or less. But yeah, there we have the battle. I finally managed to do it! Let's go ahead and end the battle. And here we have the statistics, as I many times say, and pretty impressive, I should say. The enemy, however, they still have 1,000 men compared to my army, which has 1,500, so it's not that big of a difference. However, all my units are intact, which is great. But look at the losses of the enemy army. They deployed almost 9,000 men, losing 7,800. That's a lot. They lost a lot, but I only killed them at 6,000. But same there. So team killed them at 400 men. They team killed almost 1,000 men. Highest killers, cavalry, no surprise there. Then we have Confederate regulars. I'm not entirely sure. This is the sharpshooters. There's the Irish. Jesus Christ. Another one of these battles won. And we can win no battles no more. Okay, so that's unit died. That's great. So the road to Boston is open for reinforcements. New York has been taken. Try to replenish these units. It's gonna probably not go that well. Okay, so I don't want to replenish those units. Irish is okay. I think we want to go for I don't know, 400, 800. So it's actually cheaper to get the volunteers, and then these guys can be flanking units to the volunteers. So they're just a meat that gets shot at. So I think that's better than to have those. Right, that's pretty darn nice, I must say. Next battle is gonna be Pickett taking Boston. Should be pretty good. Hopefully we'll get some reinforcements for Jackson and he can march in and take central New York. And once that, I'm pretty sure this is just an outer assault against Maine. And then we have Yankton, should be an outer assault as well. So we don't have long left, but hopefully I'll, if there's any more great battles like that, I'm able to play them through. Jesus Christ. This, I mean, the amount of hours I've laid down to make this work. Jeez. Let's not make this video any longer. As I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.